The City of Gary Redevelopment Commission meeting is now called to order Wednesday, August 6, 2025, 5 o'clock p.m. Roll call, please.
School Board Representative Johnson.
Present.
Commissioner Wissington. Let the record show that Commissioner Wissington is not present at this time. Commissioner Rogie.
I'm here.
Commissioner Dunham.
Here.
Commissioner Clemens.
Here.
And President Stallings.
Here. With 5 members here, we have a quorum. Chair, move on to item that's not listed on the agenda, but it's the acceptance of today's agenda.
And Commissioner, we have one resolution that we would like to add to the agenda for tonight, which would be Resolution 7596. So if you could adopt a motion accepting the agenda as amended, then that would be sufficient.
Okay, you've heard the staff. What is the pleasure of the commission?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we make an adjustment to today's agenda and add resolution number 7596. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Rogie.
I would like to, I don't know if I want to add, but let's have the approval of the agenda on the next agenda, okay? That'd be a good idea, I think. So anyway, I'll say yes to this one.
Commissioner Dunham.
Yes.
Commissioner Clemens.
Yes.
And President Stallings.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion passes, so we will now have resolution number 7596 added to the agenda. The agenda calls now for public comments on agenda items only. Are there anyone here today that would like to speak on agenda items only? If not, we will continue along with the agenda. Next on the agenda is new business, resolution number 7593. Staff.
Good afternoon, Commissioners.
Good afternoon.
I'm requesting the approval of a resolution to authorize the transfer of funds between line items within the Midwest TIF budget in order to process and pay invoices from American Structure Point. I need to move funds from the capital improvements line item to the professional services line item. This is not a request to increase the overall budget, just a reallocation within the existing budget to ensure expenses are properly categorized and paid in a timely manner. Your approval will allow us to move forward with making these payments appropriately.
Okay, you have heard the staff. What is the pleasure of the commission?
I make a motion that we accept Resolution 7593.
Second.
It has been moved and properly second that we accept resolution number 7593. Are there any questions or comments from board members?
Rogie,
You have any?
you got any?
No,
Okay.
is that all right?
Just making sure.
Anyone
Stay the
else?
longest.
If not, roll call, please.
Commissioner Rogie.
Oh, yes.
Commissioner Dunham.
Yes.
Commissioner Clemens.
Yes.
And President Stallings.
Yes.
5 ayes, the motion passes.
All right, now the agenda calls for resolution number 7594. Staff.
All right, thank you, President Stalling. Resolution 7594 is a resolution of the City of Gary Redevelopment Commission approving and authorizing the reimbursement of funds related to the suite renovations at the Railcat Stadium. If I can share more detail, Resolution 7594 is in regard to kitchen equipment that was ordered for the suite level renovations. And we reimbursed the Railcats for that work because the work needed to happen a little bit out of sequence in effort to be able to be done before the opening day in May. So this was just our opportunity to make Railcats whole for ordering that equipment on our behalf for the Railcat suite renovation.
Okay. For the record, Mr. Harris, that amount is $26,733.07.
That is correct.
All right. You've heard the staff. What is the pleasure of the commission?
So this, we won't have any more outstanding debt.
That is correct for the suite level renovations.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay. Chair will entertain a motion for the acceptance of resolution number 7594.
I'll do it. I'll make the motion to bring up 7594.
Thank you.
Second.
It has been moved and properly second for the passage of resolution number 7594. Are there any questions or comments from commissioners? If not, roll call, please.
Commissioner Roby,
Yes,
Commissioner Dunham,
Yes.
Commissioner Clemens.
Yes.
And President Stone.
Yes.
Motion passes.
The agenda calls for resolution number 7595. Staff.
Thank you, President Stallings. Resolution 7595 is a resolution of the City of Gary Redevelopment Commission authorizing and awarding a contract to MLA Printing to install 42 banners along Broadway and 25th Avenue for beautification of the historic Midtown neighborhood. If I could share with the commissioners in your packet, you'll see renderings of the banners that we're preparing to install on the Broadway and 25th Avenue corridor. Not only is this intended to be a beacon or a welcome mat to those who are visiting the Midtown core, those who are visiting the Jackson family home, to be able to create a sense of place for Midtown. It's also meant to help greet visitors that are going to be visiting for the 2300 Jackson Street block party. So for the public's sake, we want to make sure that we honor Midtown in the way that we know 25th Avenue best as the great 2-5. So we want to make sure that we're 2-5, okay, right. So we have renderings in your packet that show how these banners would be applied. We also have some Roosevelt regalia, I guess you could say, about honoring the core of what Midtown was and how Roosevelt was so important to the Midtown community. So all of that would be included in the 42 banners alternating on Broadway and 25th Avenue.
At the price of $10,200.
That's correct. That includes both furnishing the actual banners, the vinyl banners, also the hardware equipment. We have no hardware on Broadway or 25th Avenue for these banners. So that includes the hardware and it includes the installation.
How does our lighting fit with those? You know, I know we got new lighting.
Yep.
And I see the lighting on this rendering. Will we have to change anything as it relates to the lighting, or we'll be able to use the new lights that's been installed?
Yeah, we can use the new lights that are installed, both the new lights on Broadway and the existing ones on 25th Avenue that are a little bit more modernized. They're like the large metal pole banners. They're gray that are primarily north of 25th Avenue between Broadway to Harrison Street, and they're south of 25th Avenue from Harrison to Grant Street. They'll be on one side facing toward 25th Avenue, but they'll be on each of the banners to make sure that we create a sense of place.
Go ahead, Mr.
Is
Dunham.
MLA Printing, is that a local company?
Yes, actually, MLA is here, and if you'd like ask any questions specifically to MLA, I'm sure they'd be happy to answer.
Just wanted to know if they were local.
Sure, come
Yes, how
on.
you doing?
Good.
My name is Malcolm Adams. I'm located in,
Come on up, Mal. So we want to make sure that we can hear you. You're good, right?
Yeah, right here, yeah, where the camera can see you. Yeah. Yep.
my name is Malcolm Adams, owner operator of MLA Printing. I've been in business since 2016. My address is located 5690 Harrison Street in Maryville, Indiana. We approximately have over 10 different machines. We print everything in-house and we don't outsource, and we can print anything that you may need. We print.
Do you all do the installation as well?
Yes, we also will provide the installation.
Okay, can you just tell me something right off the top of your head that you've done before?
So what I have done for the town of Maryville, I have done work for the police departments of town. I have done work for, I'm naming bigger companies, FCC and Munster, Family Christian Center. I've done work for Embassies of Christ. I have done work for the city of Hammond. They have done banners and some different stores in there. And I have been doing work for a lot of different small businesses that outsource to me.
Okay,
Because I have my own equipment and I print for small businesses.
good. Any other questions from commissioners?
You did the windows at King's Wings and things too.
I did. And I also did the windows and graphics here on this building. So when you walk in, the logos and the timestamps and everything that you see out front, I provided that and I installed that back in 2018, 2017, 2018, and it still looks good today.
Yes, it does. All right. Any other questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
What is the pleasure of the commission?
I'll make a motion that we accept resolution 7595.
Second.
Since moved and properly second that we accept resolution number 7595. Are there any other additional questions or comments from commissioners? If not, roll call, please.
Commissioner Roby,
Yes,
Commissioner Dunham,
Yes.
Commissioner Clemens,
Yes.
and President Stone.
Absolutely, yes.
4A passes the motion.
Okay, we will now move on to resolution number 7596, staff.
Seven five nine six is an additional resolution that we'd like you to consider due to the budget approval schedule as it moves along the path. I just want to give a brief overview on the different types of funds that the Redevelopment Commission touches. So we ourselves will be considering a full budget for our TIFs and the other funds that we manage later on this year. Probably we'll start with the Finance Committee next month, and then we'll start moving through the process. This is not that process. This is a special tax-based fund that goes to City Council. So this is why we're considering it separately. Our Redevelopment Commission budget goes to council only for their review and information. But this budget itself will be for their approval. So this is a fund that you consider each year. It's a special tax-based fund that it is basically set up to fund the salaries for the executive director and the executive assistant of the director annually. And so in your budget, you'll see a 2025 approved by council salary budget and a 2026 salary budget as presented by Controller Green.
You heard the staff as it relates to resolution number 7596. What is the pleasure of the commission?
Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
I would suggest that the executive assistant get a raise of $5,000.
Are you putting that in motion?
Motion for that. If he's, that's my suggestion to this budget.
You made a motion.
A motion.
Please.
I second the motion.
Been a motion to increase the executive assistant salary by $5,000. Are there any questions or comments from the commission? If not,
Commissioners, if I may.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
please.
I don't have a copy of that budget, okay. But I believe that this is something that has to come before the controller, before you take a vote on the increase.
Okay.
I'm not actually sure that you all can vote on the increase of the salaries as this has been presented here today.
Okay.
I did not get an opportunity to review as it was, I wasn't even supposed to attend today, so I didn't apologize. But I think this may be something that has to be discussed with the controller first before that is approved by your board.
Are you privy to say whether or not it will be,
I'm hearing from both sides. What I'm understanding is that you can make a recommendation to her for that, and then this comes back to you for that approval. That's what I'm understanding you all to say, or, I mean.
I'm not, okay. So, I also am not sure what you guys can do today. I know that this budget needs to be approved before it goes to the council. Like Attorney Tolbert is saying, right, maybe that's something that could be a recommendation between you all and, I'm not sure to what extent you guys can set the actual salary here. I'm not sure. But I know that this is a timeline, we have to have the budget approved before it goes to the council. We need our approval by the 21st, I believe, of August, is that correct? 18th. So we're on a bit of a tight timeline. I'm not sure, you know, I wasn't prepared to discuss that today. You know, this is something we approve every year.
Yeah.
This budget is approved before we take it before the council, and there are larger budget series of ordinances that they have to pass by November or something. So like they kind of go back and forth on that for several months, right? But they're kind of starting that process now.
Well, how do we go about
Yeah.
expressing to them our concerns about what we just submitted so that we can move on it?
I would suggest that because of the deadline of the 18th, there is action taken today on what was presented to you. But through your, I guess, your finance committee, submit a recommendation to them about the increase possibly.
To who?
That's the best way that way you're not scrambling here trying to get something together before the 18th, but you at least have this approved with the possibility of a recommendation going to them before they finalize what they have to do by November.
So this budget comes from Salida Green, so you're saying we would make a recommendation to her or to who?
Well, I was saying that this final budget had come from her, but I'm suggesting the recommendation goes to the council so that they can discuss it when they are reviewing these line items.
But the council can't increase it.
They can, the
They can
count,
decrease.
yeah,
They
the
can't
decrease, you're right.
They'll decrease.
They can decrease, they can't increase. It would have to be presented to them at that amount. So like if it goes to the council, they can't then turn around and increase it by, say, $5,000. They can decrease it by 5, but they can't increase it.
So what would have to happen for them, we have to submit a whole another total submission to her about the additional $5,000?
At this point, I'm not even sure how these numbers have come up,
Yeah.
so I can't tell you that, you know, the submission goes directly to her or if it's based off of something else, so.
I guess my concern is, if you have an executive assistant making 44, after taxes, he's in the 30s. And I can't approve something for next year if he doesn't have anybody lobbying for him to make this happen. Like, we're stuck now, but $30,000 some odd dollars is not going to roll with me.
That's understood. I guess I would suggest then,
We could table it and call a meeting for next week. If y'all are open to that.
Can't, I'm busy.
challenging, the
Right, we have
18th
a-
is right around
we
the
have a
corner.
meeting.
It could be,
Yeah,
it have to
it has to
be
happen
in
next
person,
week.
do it.
Yeah.
Can be Zoom.
Do it have to be in person?
It does have to be in person.
Person to vote, yeah.
Rogie, can you be here? No. Oh, come on, Rogie.
I can be-
I'll pick you up on my horse.
It doesn't, I mean, it could be Friday, this Friday, or it could be tomorrow. No.
But you should,
no,
this
it's-
timeline Friday.
Oh, yeah, yeah, 48.
So,
Monday would be the earliest.
Monday would be the earliest.
right. So I guess then, you're saying.
How long would that meeting be?
5 minutes.
Just-
Exactly.
What, because
approve the
it's just
budget.
this, but is a recommendation going to the controller to increase this before that meeting? That's the question I hear Commissioner Clemens basically saying.
Right.
He's not gonna, he doesn't feel comfortable what's presented today, so just scheduling another meeting to vote on it. There has to be some action in between, whether it's a
Right.
recommendation from this board today to increase and bring this back on whatever date is decided next week, but that recommendation would probably have to be submitted like immediately to.
Right.
I guess then the controller, if I'm hearing correctly, that the council can't increase. So that's not anything I have knowledge on what the council can and cannot do. But if this budget comes from, in this form for approval from Controller Green, then I would imagine that sending a recommendation to her is appropriate.
Okay,
And she's out this week.
Oh,
She's
she's
not
She is
here,
on
so
vacation.
she's out this week, you know.
So
Not next
then
week.
having a meeting on Monday,
We
you
don't
don't have
do
a
that.
response, cause.
We need to push that back further,
Tuesday.
after something you get back from Salida, right? So then we wanna plan ahead to have a meeting maybe like Wednesday,
18th.
Thursday, Friday next week.
Or
If-
or the 18th.
That's the
That's the day you
literal
do.
deadline, we don't,
But-
we wanna cut it back over.
Next week is the.
So the 18th is a
13th. So
week
what if we-
from
what if we
tomorrow.
met on the 13th?
So the 18th, we got it all.
The 11th or the 12th, Monday or Tuesday.
I'm fine with any time.
So then,
Um,
the 13th.
Yeah.
Oh, they're down.
Yeah,
Okay, I know we're rolling right now. What are we gonna do? How we gonna do this?
My suggestion would be to, Commissioner, I say submit that to, Comptroller Green and request that we get her immediate review of it and try to schedule a meeting after that to approve whatever amendment, if any, she makes to this budget.
Okay, that's what we'll do. We need a roll call for the acceptance of the recommendation from Commissioner Clemens. Do we need him to restate his recommendation that he recommends?
I don't think so, cause I thought Commissioner, Dunham had seconded, right?
Yeah, that did
It's
happen.
been moving properly second. Any more questions or concerns or comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Roby,
Okay, yes.
Commissioner Dunham,
Yes.
Commissioner Clemens.
Yes.
And President Stone.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, thank you very much. Now move on to other business. Staff, do you have any other business that we need to entertain today?
No, sir.
All right. Director's comment, Mr. Christopher.
Thank you, President Stallings. Just wanted to just remind everyone that we do have our downtown Gary Marketplace this Saturday, August 9th at 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the 500 block of Broadway, immediately east of Genesis Towers. We'll have about 18 to 20 vendors. We feel pretty good, even though it's Air Show Friday, Air Show Saturday and Sunday. We feel pretty good about having both events being supported. So definitely excited for that. And then, let's see, we're also going to have our Plan Commission team present at our marketplace to talk about the comprehensive plan as well. So be sure to provide your feedback there. That's all I got.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Commissioner comments, Mr. Rogie, you
No,
have any
I'm
comments?
okay, no.
Okay. Clemens,
No.
Dunham,
I like the banners.
All right.
Good job.
Brother John?
No.
Only comments I have, continue to keep up the good work, and I appreciate the communication between the staff and the commission. So we hope to hear something from you all real soon as it relates to our request. And with that being said, the chair will entertain a motion for adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you. Thank you very much.